we're just left with a little under or about 4 months to go to national elections. And, elections are generally about a social compact between the people and those who seek to lead them. Now, so manifestos are a critical part of the preparations towards entering into a social compact with the people. Now, you must understand that we are in a democracy, and you can't take all the people for granted. And so when you say you want to do certain things, the people who we are seeking to lead have a duty, an obligation, the right to look at the manifesto and the promises that you are making to them to see whether you can do it.
They'll judge you by your track record.
Judge you by your track record. And judge you even by the things that you say. And I listened to you when you were reading the CDD report. I've also read Professor Quarton's analysis of what will happen and the fact that we're in the manifesto period. My people in the Bong say, and I'm sure your people in Upper East will say that when a person promises you a hat, the best way of knowing whether he can deliver on the promise is to look at his head. If he's wearing one, that means that he has hat or a hat which he can give. It's also important for you to know that the 2024 manifesto of the NPP has been escalated. In 2020, it was 224 thereabouts.
Promises.
In 2024, they've escalated it. I can understand why. Because the promises of 2024 and the promises of 2016 got them into the Flagstaff House. So the promises have worked for them. So if they are escalating because there's a track record. Okay, and there's data to support that. Now, what is Bawumia saying? First of all, it is important for you to know that according to the statistics of the Ghana Statistical Service, the unemployment situation now has 820,000 people. 820,000 people by the 2023 records of the Ghana Statistical Service are unemployed.
That is the number of people who have been pushed into, is it extreme poverty?
No. So that you're talking about hardcore unemployment. Those who, and that is the statistics he has used.
Okay.
And it's important for you to understand that for the first time.
You're talking about unemployment.
Unemployment.
Okay.
For the first time, Dr. Bawumia is playing tricks with the statistics, the data. The foundation for saying that he has created 2.3 million jobs is the World Labor Index report, which
World Development
World Development Indices. It's not even the index. You say index, but it's not index. It's indices. In your manifesto, you say index. Now, and it's from the World Bank. And they are looking at people, that indices is looking at people who we call hardcore unemployment. There are people who have sat in the house for so long that they've looked for a job, they can't get the job, and they have been so disillusioned that they're not even looking for jobs anymore. That's the hardcore unemployment. And that's the data Bawumia is working with. Because if you go and look at the Statistical Service data, which is on Ghana, doesn't support what he's saying. In fact, if indeed within the period, and I can give you the statistics. Now, and just bear with me, you will see the statistics presently.
So presently we know we have a 14.7% rate of unemployment. Yes.
Yes. And if you have between 2,000, difference between 2,000 unemployment and 2023 unemployment is 820,000 people. Then you should talk about underemployment. You should be saying that NPP has created enough jobs that nobody in Ghana should actually be unemployed. But that's not so. It's not supported by the evidence. Now, what is the statistics? So, in 2017, the unemployment, the total national population was 29,430,000. Labor, the total population, national population. The working age population by the Ghana Statistical Service in 2000, which starts working age population, which starts from 15 plus. In 2000 was 17,250,257. The total employed in 2017 was 11,216. 11,216,724. And unemployed then was 10 million, 1,27,594. And what viewers will pardon me, the picture is not so clear. Inactive, those of the population who are not active at all by the Statistical Service was 5,013,938. The labor force, those employed, those active, and all those, was 12,244,318. The labor force participation was 70.95%.
Okay, so can we come to the 2013 you were talking about so that you can make the point you want to make?
Let's do the 2023, not 2013. 2023.
I meant 2023.
2023. Our national current population is 34 million. 34 million. The working age, 15 and above, who are entitled to work, is 19,507,000. The employed. 12 million. Now, so first of all, just go back to 2017, that Bawumia is a basis point. The total population was 29 million. Now it's 34 million. The total, employed in 2017 was 11 million. That's immediately NPP came to office, the Statistical Service said 11 million were employed. Now, today, 2020, last year, 2023, they are still compiling the data. They have not come out with validated the data yet. 2023 was 12 million. So even if you do the relativities, more people or less people are employed now, but in terms of the population, as a ratio of the population. Now, the difference, and we're looking at 2017 to 2023, is 820,690 people are unemployed.
The 2023 report by the Statistical Service said that the unemployed youth aged between 15 and 35 rose from about 1.2 million to over 1.3 million during that period.
Yes.
However, a bit of females got more jobs than males.
Yes, but even if you look, a bit of female got more jobs than male. But even if you look at the impact of the unemployment, female within that age bracket suffer more than men.
What's the point?
The point is that Bawumian statistics, the vice president's statistics, cannot be correct. cannot be correct. And that is why I'm saying that because we're in a democracy, we're entitled to interrogate what he says. And I can tell you that by the statistics of the Ghana Statistical Service, the information can never be correct. And I challenge him as an economist to go back and look at the statistics generated.
What did he say?
He said that they have created 2.3 million jobs. And within the Fourth Republic, it is the NPP government within 2017 to 2023 and even today that has created more jobs.
You didn't tell us at 2017 when they inherited the number of, is it 10 or almost 11 million?
Unemployment was 8%.
No, 11 million or so that you mentioned.
Yes.
You didn't tell us what rate of that number was created between maybe your first term and your second term, so that we use that to measure if what he's saying is actually incorrect.
Well, I've not said that because I didn't come with that statistics. Okay.
Because I think to be able to say, to be able to fault him on what you think may be a superior record or fact, I think you need to be able to break it down. If he says this is what we have done over this period, can you then show us the period before, the period that took us to the number you mentioned they inherited? What was the addition?
Well, something you are perfectly right, and it's a legitimate question. But I didn't come here to do a comparison between NPP and NDC. I came here to interrogate what Bawumia is telling us. Okay? And to say that I should even compare the NPP figures as presented to us by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia with the NDC is to suggest that we validate what he's telling us. It's only when you validate what he's telling us that you can compare with existing records. I'm challenging the veracity of his claims and the correctness of the data. Okay. So I cannot even compare.
So you have spoken about unemployment.
What I can tell you is that unemployment in 2016, when we were leaving office, was 8%. Today it's not 8%. Today it's 14%. I can tell you that. And that, again, is from the Statistical Service.